next drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. 12 yards there and a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 42 yards.
First down, Packers.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Rodgers finding Valdez-Scantling. And the Packers are pouring it on.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Packers 58, Chiefs 12. Mason Crosby.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Mahomes now on first down. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now here's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Hey.
First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, and that'll bring up second down.
Second down and 10.
Mahomes to throw once more. And he finds who else? Watkins. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
got a man. It's Tanyan complete. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
First down.
Rodgers again now. The left side completion to Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And this offense continues to pour it on.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Butker now to kick this one away. And here's Lewis. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. The 1st down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers and able to find Allen Lazard. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 20 yards. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Down right around the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. 50. See Mike. Slam. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will get this into the end zone.
To dissect him.
Green Bay. Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Packers 72, Chiefs 12. Mason.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
To dissect it.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter if they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
That is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Rodgers finding Valdez-Scantling. And the Packers continue to roll.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Now, before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Preston Smith, and that will force a turnover on downs. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers caught on the right side by Adams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
2nd and 16. Here's Rodgers. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the crossing route, complete. That's Adams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Here's Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. An 11-yard touchdown. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
The kick is good.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
12. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half.
And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Pretty.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
53, Mike, 53. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
On first down, it's Jones, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
With the score.
We're back now in KC.
Chiefs.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 33. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
On the tackle.
Credit the tackle to Tano Passigno. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
1-yard line.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The Packers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Damian Wilson in on the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Paul Williams.
From 21 yards away as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Putting a drop on.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Get that ball. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Again, it's Jones.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Packers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, are you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
for it. It's Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is caught at the 8. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 34. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Robert Tonyan.
From 3 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
That's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Mahomes now on first down. And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. He's at the 40. The 20.
If you were
10,
me, you do
5,
this too.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Now Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it may only be for pride now, but the Chiefs get a bit closer.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Taking it about the 1. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th.
Return. The Packers take over 1st and 10. at their own 11-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit. That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
At the 25-yard line.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. Rodgers throwing here. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
The dissector.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. There wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45.
That's how we do it.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. You have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. To throw again on second down. Mahomes, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. 2nd down following the incompletion. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style.
You wanted them, you got them. You wanted them, you got them. You wanted them, you got them.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.
I had 9 picks. They said the most in the NFL. Twelve TDs. Broke my record. I just told you. You the one wanted them. I told you, them boys.